Welcome back, everybody, to episode 4 of The Road to 10% Body Fat. If you are new to this little mini-series, it is me getting from super chunky, 30% body fat, all the way down to a nice, lean 10%, however long that takes. So if you're interested in that, hit subscribe, hit the bell to get the notifications. Episodes generally come out every Thursday. The first 3 weeks I did. This one is 2 days late. I apologize. It will be live. I'm recording on Friday. It will go up on Saturday, tomorrow, the 28th. So I do apologize for that. It's been a busy week. So I was a couple days behind in filming. Also, I did say I would give Shanice her shout out. She came into the gym this morning and said, "What, Nev? I watch your Road to 10% Body Fat on Thursday nights for motivation to come to the gym on the Friday morning," and it was not there. So I do apologize to Shanice and everyone else that was offended by my tardiness. I will be better in the future. This week, I had originally intended on filming a full day of eating, cooking and eating, not actually eating it, but me showing you how I get my 21 to 2200 calories in per day, and showing you that by making a couple smart choices, you can actually get quite a good amount of volume of food and not be hungry all the time. Like I said, it's been quite busy, so I haven't done that this week. I will try my best to do that next week. Next week, I will do that one. So this week is just a quick update. Up here, I will put my daily weigh-ins, the videos. You all like to see those videos. And I can confirm with you that I started the week Monday, the 16th of January, at 113.4 kilograms. I actually had a really good first day. For whatever reason, I dropped 1.2, so clearly holding a bit of water weight. I must have had some extra carby foods, because Sunday I was 112.5, went up to 113.4, back down to 112.2. Okay, so had some extra carby foods, retained a bit more water weight for one day. That all left me the day after, and then it was a nice consistent drop down 111.4, 111.3, 110.9, 110.7, 110.1. So at this point, 3 weeks in, down from 117.75 all the way to 110.1. So progress is going really well. I'm happy with that. And for the first time so far, you better see some visual progress on these progress pictures. The first one, the front on, not a huge amount of difference, but the side one, my big belly is getting smaller. All right, less distended through the tummy. So enough of me jibber jabbering. Let me get these up here, because you want to see it, and I want you to see it too. All right, let's go. Let's it across here. All right, hang on. Can I put myself in split screen? I can. What about down here? Whoop. Is that hidden enough? Yeah. All right. So you can see the photo to the left in the hot pink bonds. That is my initial day 0 progress pictures. And you can see I am definitely holding less weight through the face, through the neck, through the upper chest, and a little bit through the belly there as well. I'll take this away just for a second. So legs are always about the same. My legs generally stay pretty lean, unlike my belly and my glutes. All my weight seems to go in my gut first. All right, gut, and then up into my man boobs, neck, then booty. But very rarely do I put weight on my arms or on my quads. All right. So back into this one. This picture, okay, I can see there's a little bit of visual progress here, but this is the big one here. All right. This is the first week that I just clearly haven't been super bloated in the gut. There you go. Week 1 to week 4. To the fourth photo, which is the end of 3 weeks. Weeks 1, 2, and 3, it's been very slowly getting less large. Sorry, but this is the first week. I think that it is clearly flattening up quite a bit, which is good, and it's motivating to see that, because I have noticed, like up close in the mirror, my face. My face, as well as like around my neck and shoulders, that's sort of like leaning up a little bit, and a bit through the tummy, but because that's where all the mass stores, like it's the last place that you see it generally leave. It just stays bigger for longer, but definitely losing weight there. And we go to the rear shot, and again, I think looking narrower through the body, maybe a little less rotund, in the body there. Can I split screen this? No, I'm just gonna keep it like that. All right. Yeah, so I think I'm actually quite happy with those 3 photos, particularly the side-by-side there. The side-by-side's most progress so far, which is great. Very motivating. So you've seen my daily weigh-ins. You've seen my progress pictures for the week. I didn't have time to film my full day of eating. I will try my best to get that done for this podcast, for the next episode, if I can. But that one's definitely coming because I think that's an interesting one. Also, for those that have been following along, I've had a few people say, oh, they went out and found some power wraps. If you're getting power wraps from Currumbine Farmer Jack's, stop it, because the last 3 times I've been there, they've been out of stock. I feel like I'm giving my secret away, and everyone's eating my secret stash of power wraps now. So stop it. Find your own power wraps, and stop leaving me. I had to go and get these other ones. They were like a quinoa wrap. It was the same calories, but only because it was like 5 times as thin. It was basically like eating invisible paper. It was terrible. I want my power wraps back. So please, if you're going to Currumbine Farmer Jack's, don't eat all of my Empower power wraps. I did have 2 interesting questions as well that people wanted me to cover. The first one is how this diet has affected my bowel movements. I won't say diet because I'm not restricting actually a whole heap of things apart from junk food. So I'll say, how has this new eating habits affected my bowel movements? And full transparency, I recorded it for you. So we're about to watch my first... No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. So, good question. And in full disclosure, I'm usually pretty regular when I go to the bathroom. 2 to 3 times a day. Number 2s, cleaning out the pipeline, which is good. Okay, I think that is healthy. Some people say they only go once a day or less. I think that's crazy. You eat 3 times a day, you should be going 3 times a day. Shouldn't just hang in there waiting for like the next day for some reason. So always been regular, and have continued to stay regular. Now, when I've gone on carnivore diet before, and it's super high protein, super high fat, moderate protein, super high fat, no carbs, the waterworks open up. Okay, it's not been like that at all. There was a couple days, I think, with all the extra fiber going in from the vegetables that I've been eating, where I was a little less regular. Got a few ghost wipes, which is always a delight. But then after that, things have seemed to be pretty normal again. So nothing crazy. Definitely nothing as crazy as going like full keto or full carnivore, where if you sneeze, you just make a mess. All right. So it's been surprisingly nice in that respect, or in that regard. The second question was from one of my friends, Chris, who's following along, and he asked, what's my like weekly budget on buying all this food? Like, is it quite expensive? And that's a great question. And the answer, Chris, is I don't know yet, but I will figure it out for you. And I can tell you right now, it's not outrageous because I am trying to make, like I said, with my steak fillet, I'm buying the big bulk amount, I'm trimming it back, and I'm cutting it up. So it comes out far cheaper per dollar than getting it from a butcher or getting like the individually packed steak fillets. I'm trying to make those sort of choices. There are some things that I do for convenience, like those power wraps. They're probably the most expensive compared to other items. Like they're $12 for 7 or 8 wraps. Normally it costs $3 or $4 for a pack of wraps, So that's my most expensive, but eggs are cheap, and you can go to places that have cheaper eggs. You can find them. They're not crazy expensive. All my veggies, I do, for the most part, go to Farmer Jack's out of convenience. But if I wanted to save some money on that, I could go to some place like Spud Shed where it's a lot cheaper. But I will make a video and I will document how much I'm spending, where I could save, and where I could sort of improve that process. Because that is interesting. People say, well, I can't afford to eat just steak fillet all the time. But I promise you, I'm not breaking the bank doing it this way. If anything, I'm saving dollars by not binging out and having, expensive, takeout all the time. So that's all I'm going to get through today. It's a short one. You saw my weigh-ins. You saw my profile pictures. My bowel movements are good and normal. Energy level is still good. Training is still going well. I'm getting my steps in. And next one, I will try my best to get the full day of eating because I think that's going to be a really interesting video. And I will also find out what my weekly budget for food is because that also seems like something that could be interesting for you guys. But hope you enjoyed that episode. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It helps the channel grow. If you have anything you want to hear about in future episodes, leave a comment or message me on Facebook, Instagram. If you have my number, hit me up, and I will do my best to answer it in one of these episodes. Awesome, guys. Have a good one. I will see you all next week, Thursday night, on the road to 10% body fat.